Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV Blue Mage video. With Blue Mage update to level 90 happening sometime hopefully in 7.4, unconfirmed until the live letter on October 31st, I thought now is the best time to come back to do more videos on how to get some spells solo. So there's 3 spells that we're going to be getting, which I already have. Is going to be Hydro Pull, Missile, and Ram's Voice. Ram's Voice is the most essential ability because it allows you to one-shot enemies with Ultra Vibration. Hydro Pull is a crowd control which brings everybody to you, so everybody gets Ram's Voice, and it's perfect for bicolor gemstone farming for Fates. When we do get level 90 Blue Mage, we can do Endwalker Fates for bicolor gemstone farming, so it's very essential to have both Hydro Pull and Ram's Voice. Missile is best used for the Tombstone Moogle event when you're trying to grind tombstones to dungeons like Cutter's Cry, so having this can be very helpful because it knocks off your enemy's HP by 50% each and every time. It's also good at getting some achievement fates in a Realm Reborn as well. Okay, so we're going to be doing at least Ram's Voice through the Mass Carnivale because that's the easiest way to getting it. Missile is through the Battle of Big Keep through the Hildebrand Adventures on Realm Reborn, and Hydro Pull is in Stormblood in the Drowned City of Skalla, which is the first boss. So we'll be touching upon those 3, and I'll show you guys what spells to use to make this a little bit more efficient. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is get Ram's Voice in the Mass Carnivale after reaching level 50. Alright, so the first thing is make sure you have level 50 gear because you get synced down in the Mass Carnivale. As for the spells, you just need basic ones. Goblin Punch from the Shadowbringers area in Calusia on the beach. Kill the goblins to get Goblin Punch. Flying Sardine and Bad Breath for the silence because the Chimera does do the Keeper ability, which does a ice AoE on the ground and is going to be permanent. White Wind for your healing. Bombtoss for the stun plus the imps do get susceptible to fire. And if you have Eruption, which is really easy to get at the normal mode of Ifrit, you can have that for the extra fire for the imps. Okay, the imps should be getting killed first when you do the ad phase during the Chimera fight, but this is basically all you will need for this fight. Now I do believe the missions are all available to you, so you can do whatever one you want to do. So you're going to be doing Chimera on a Hot Tin Roof. Very easy to do, not too much to worry about. And you also can get the other ability, which is the Dragon's Voice as well as Ram's Voice. So this Ram's Voice, so get away. And then he'll do Dragon Voice right after. The mission 25 is actually a little bit easier too, and he does both, I believe, Dragon's Voice, Ram's Voice, and Plane Cracker if you want that too. So Ram's Keeper, Silence with Sardine. Also the Bad Breath will do a dot on him. And basically this is all you do. So you're going to wait for the imps to spawn before using Eruption, just in case you need it. Ram's Voice, so get away. There's one imp over here. Dragon's Voice, he'll do it right after, so pay attention. Silence that. Eruption both. Eliminates the imp. Keeper again. Give him another Bad Breath to give him a poison. Keeper again. And like I said, this is all you need to do. If you have more spells, you can incorporate them in there, especially if you have more primal spells, but this is basically like a minimalist. You can skip the second ad. And there you go. So you can get both Dragon and Ram's Voice at the same time. Just look at your chat log to see if you got both. So that's basically going to be option number 1. Second option is, of course, the trial, which you can do, but that's a little bit more harder to do. And like I said, the level 25 mission, which is unlocked after you do the story, can be easily done. You just need to do Act 1. So when you don't get the spells from Act 1, just kill yourself in Act 2, start again in Act 1, and then repeat. Also, make sure that you do not have a physical spell because you ultimately will do reflect damage. So try to bring something that is magic based, not physical, because you do get hurt. So there's Ram's Voice. and then dragon's voice. So basically you repeat the same boss over and over and over again until he gives you what you want. So we're just going to end it here. So bring water cannon with you, would work just fine. So that is going to be option number 2. Now option number 3, you have either the trial, the Chimera Reborn, which is kind of a little more involved, but if you want to do unsynced, you can. He does take some time to do Ram's voice, like a minute or so, so might not be a good option. Cutter's Cry is the other option, but you're going to have to go through like the whole dungeon just to get to the Chimera. So the Masked Carnivale is your easiest access to Ram's voice. Okay, so now we're going to go into Battle at Big Keep to get ourselves Missile. So to get Missile, I recommend Basic Instinct and Mighty Guard. They go hand in hand. Basic Instinct removes Mighty Guard's negative effect of damage reduction, and Goblin Punch is all you need. If you want, you can bring White Wind as a failsafe just in case you need it, because Missile will take away 50% of your HP. So you have to go to Hildebrand to get to the Battle of Big Keep, which is not too far in. And then make sure you have it unsynced, which is up here in the little gear icon. So it's not guaranteed dropping unsynced, but because it's so quick that it's not really much of a detriment. It's a 4-star spell, so it should probably have a decent drop rate. So Basic Instinct first. And only hit Enkidu twice. So Gilgamesh will chicken you. Hopefully. And one more time. There it is. There it is, Missile. There goes about 50%. And basically you just sit here and wait. Because you're unsynced, your evasion is pretty high. And damage is really low because of Mighty Guard. And finish him off. And hopefully Missile will drop since I already have it for me. So rinse and repeat until Missile is yours. Now for a Hydro Pull. If you're doing this unsynced, it's probably the better option because you guys can rip them apart pretty easily at level 80. But if you're going to be doing this synced, which is a 100 guaranteed drop, you're going to be doing this unsynced level synced. So basically what this means is you're going to be able to go alone, but you'll be synced down to the level of the dungeon, so you'll be able to get it 100%. Okay, now for the spells, depending on your loadout, I would bring Bad Breath, Song of Torment for the extra dot. Goblin Punch is going to be your spammer. Gobskin, which is your defense, is definitely necessary. Pomcure, essential. You're going to have aetherialmimicry of a healer, which I currently have. Mighty Guard, Basic Instinct will definitely help. Ram's Voice, ultravibration for the first 2 sacks of mobs. You're going to sack yourself on the second so you can reset your ultravibration. Other than that, those are the basic spells that you're going to be using. If you have anything else, bring it with you because the more damage, the better. So those are the basic spells that I would recommend for any novice or beginner blue mage. Alright, so let's go into the Drowned City of Skalla, which is a main story quest dungeon from Stormblood. So you'll always get this unlocked. And this is the only way to get Hydro Pull. So you don't have the Echo buff, so unfortunately. Alright, so the first set of mobs you're going to pull until you hit the wall, which is going to be the sacks of eggs. If you want, you can also bring in Toad Oil for the extra evasion, but you shouldn't really need it. I'm going to quickly heal. Get the shield up. Ram's wall up. And now we're just going to burst all these eggs. And now we're just going to sit here and let them kill me. Alright, reset and your ultra vibration is off cooldown. Easy peasy. Just make sure you reapply basic instinct. And there you go. That's how you clear the first 2 set of mobs. Now for the real fight. So first thing, gobskin. And now we're going to hit him up with Bad Breath and Song of Torment for the dots. Torpedo is going to be your kind of like tank buster type hit, but doesn't do much damage because you're at the shield. Once those are up, we're just going to spam Goblin Punch. But like I said, if you have any of the primal spells, go ahead and use them. Like Shock Strike, Glass Dance. So Hydro Pull is the first thing he does. So get away and make sure you heal. And basically that's all he's going to ultimately do. He will do Hydro Push, which is the opposite. Rising Sea is a raid wide, nothing to worry about. Heal, and there's the Bloody Puddle. Let's put this in the corner. And then get away from the spume there. Read down him up. There's Hydro Push. If you do have Off Guard, that can also increase the damage he takes. Fights this a little bit faster. Give him a Shock Strike. Feather Rain. Revive on suprakhnaka if you have it. Pretty easy to get on normal mode. Torpedo again. That one hit pretty hard. And basically it's rinse and repeat after this point. And congratulations, you got Hydro Pull. It's really that easy. As long as you're level 80, and also the gear that I'm using, which I forgot to mention, is the cryptlurker set, which is the highest tomestones that you guys can get, and it's pretty easy to acquire. The weapon doesn't really matter because there's no stats, so don't worry about it. And the materia that I melded was determination and spell speed. Alright guys, so the next spell we're going to be getting is Diamondback, but that is going to be in a separate video because it's a little bit more involved. Alright, so hopefully this has been helpful. Don't forget to check out the rest of my channel for more Final Fantasy XIV content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care and good luck. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and help with the YouTube algorithm. If you guys want to support my channel even further, consider becoming a YouTube member, Patreon supporter, or help me on Ko-Fi. The links for those will be in the description down below, as well as my Discord. And an extra special shout out to the members on screen. So until next time, may you forever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut, and always remember to keep forging